Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. If you need to reach out to me, please do so. I will try and do my best at getting back to you sooner than I have been. Today we are going to talk about dimensioning our roller rest bracket assignment 10, and this is the PDF and what it looks like. The whole word here, you will change that to through, THRU, and we will go over some dimensioning in AutoCAD. So here is my drawing of our roller rest bracket, and we're ready to put in some dimensions. Our dimensions are up here in our annotation area of our home tab on the ribbon, and the first one we are going to start with is the linear dimension. That is here. This dimension option here is for circles. I've found is really good, and radiuses. So for your radius here, and then for your circles, for your radius and diameter circles as well. So for our linear, we're going to click on the linear function dimension, and then what you're going to do is specify first extension line origin, and that is going to be this corner here, and then you're going to go to this center line here. After you click on your two origin points, you will move your mouse up without touching any buttons and type 0.625, which equals 5/8 of an inch, and that is not 5/8 of an inch. And if that happens, you will use your grips and stretch them to where it needs to be. Once you get one dimension that is actually 5/8 of an inch, you will go off of that dimension and line all of the other dimensions up by that said dimension. And we will check this dimension again. 0.68. Okay. Well, our next dimension is going to go from our center line to our line here on our object, which means we have to go a different direction than the first dimension. And that is going to go linear. Click on this endpoint here, and then this endpoint here. If you don't do that and you type 0.625, your dimension is going to come down here because it is coming off of the endpoint that you clicked the second time, not the first dimension. And we will line up these dimensions like that. You will click on the endpoint there, and they are flush together, so that is good. And then your last one is from where you started, and then your overall endpoint. And this one can go from this direction to this direction, because we want it to line up here. And then you will do an overall direct dimension. And I am typing in dim lin for the linear dimension, And this dimension, the 4.75, is an overall unit of 1. And that should be there. So that is linear dimensioning, and you will follow what the dimensions are on your PDF. For your radius and diameter dimensions here, this is where you use your counterbore symbol and your depth symbol, so you will move those in once you have your dimensions set up on this dimension here, and we will do that. That one you will use this quick dimension tool, and you will click on the inside circle because our first dimension for our notation is the diameter 0.62. After you do that, you'll hit enter, and then we will double click on the wording, make our box larger, and we're going to type in some information. 1.12 and 0.25. And if this happens, you just make your box longer by moving the arrows. And that is here, which it looks pretty close because we'll have dimensions coming out here. That looks good. And then we'll go down to our counterbore and depth symbols, and we will move these. And these are together, so you can explode them or you can stretch them to make them where you need. I always explode them. And this is when you need your O-snap off. There we go. Double click in here. That doesn't look. Oh. That looks pretty good. And then you will dimension the rest of this out. So we will do a linear dimension. We have one here, 0.625. And then with these numbers that come down farther than the dimension, you will click on it and click on the blue grip and move it into the middle of the line and hit escape. So on all of the ones that's 0.5, 0.625. This one you will move in, so click on the number, click on this blue grip, and move it into the dimension line. Same with this one. So if your numbers on your dimensions are out here in your drawing space, you will have to move them into your dimension line. That is about all you need to know about dimensioning. If you need me, please let me know. Thank you.